bit of gold for his team. Top, attempting to get the disengage on the pull.
Yep. Just having those cogs into play. Are they going to be able to keep Misha alive? That now Nightfall will get the first blood. And Crit is going to have to back off a little bit. We'll use that plasma field. Just put a little bit more pressure over onto Yoragi. He is
now keeps the Furious Wipes applied, jumping in just for that one touch so it doesn't reset.
No, they're going for the rune. It is going to be BZM who picks up the haste.
And he's level 6. He's coming towards bottom.
Arteezy? Oh, he's going to get Timber chained down.
They want more. They want Fly too.
Oh, they want Fly. Look at BZM. Look at the way he's cutting around the trees.
Yeah,
Surprise!
top. We also see a kill.
Forward. Have the Curse Crown over onto Fly. The Cookie Hop forward. BZM taking a decent amount of damage. It's still going to be a kill on Fly, but in the top lane, Nightfall finding the kill on Yoragi.
Yoragi overcommitting there. I mean, they first get the kill on the Clockwork, but then Terrorblade gets baited.
The jump on the side of Evil Geniuses.
The
Top
diving
lane,
Misha.
a bit of a dive again over onto Misha. Abed is here though. Cookie up forward. The double damage gets popped from BZM. Nightfall says like, yeah, I'd love to go for a fight. Looking for the Terrorize. Won't manage to land it, but the Snapfire kisses. Taiga trying to just break some ankles, do these dances, duke around, but he is going to get burned down by Abed.
Yeah, credit to Taiga. Nice move still until the end there, but of course he can't really juke when Leshrac just runs up next to him. That's gonna be his demise in the end. But they forced out both the jumps there from the Void Spirit early, and then he can't really fight anymore. It doesn't matter if he has DD. Now it does
though. Does find a they do end up finding Abed. Snowball going forward, just gonna be able to dissimulate away. No problem.
Yeah, and it's queued up now. I think the Kaya is very strong. I like the idea of going for E-Blade in this game as well. It would enable so much of the magic damage from Willow and the Clockwork as well as his own damage.
Lush does teleport bottom, but they find Fly. Gonna be able to just burst down immediately. It's like, Abed, he wants to get over here. Does manage to find themselves Taiga. Doesn't look like he's going to be the one who survives, but I'm sure they're happy that BZM did make it out.
Yeah, crit redeeming his previous...
It is a Timber Saw. It's just very difficult unless you bring the numbers to really deal with Amar at this time.
Yeah, they have wards in the area. OG.
Hook shot in. Go for the split. Honing into the Brambles. There's the Yules coming to play here for the Leshrac. He's gonna get terrorized out. And those Mortimer Kisses, oh, but they just cut right through Abed with Amar being in this vicinity. Curse Crown will end up going off. Another Yules coming into play. Oh, Arteezy, he has no hope of escape. Not with all the heroes of OG jumping on him like that.
I love the decision by Amar to go for a first item Yule Scepter in this game as well. When you're playing against Ursa, it is such a fantastic item to have because it has full duration even if you enrage, so it's a great way to lock him down. And I think Arteezy, he doesn't want to find himself near these fights at all right now.
Oh, alright, just a casual pickoff here by Kurt, finding Taiga. The TPs are coming out. Abed trying to protect this tower. They're sending over the oh gosh, okay. Amar just kills Fly.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was trying to stay down there. Such a dangerous area. Again, moving down towards bottom. Arteezy, he just wants to farm, but he has this Battle Fury, and he finds himself in bottom area. It's a dangerous place.
Yes, it is, because there's no one nearby to be able to teleport and help him out. He's going to try to take down Misha before he dies. We'll be able to get that kill, but not really the trade that you want to see if you're an Evil Geniuses fan.
And affirmative, my bad, is Amar saying, yeah, I probably should have Yule Sceptered.
He's got the Timber Chain. BKB coming into play here from Arteezy. Needs to be careful, though, and that's Scotty doing work. It's over on the side, gearing up with the Terrorize. A nice play, pushing back some of VG, but there's those Mortimer Kisses like we talked about. Trying to just get all the damage as possible as they're chasing after Misha. Yuragi's sitting very low right now. Does have the Sunder, but not going to be able to get it off. As now they'll toss Nightfall over, chasing after Taiga. Up the shards. Nice force away, though. We'll be able to keep him alive.
And the Clockwork have a Force Staff. This is something we see more and more against heroes like Ursa. It just solves them to a great degree. But Razor and Leshrac were allowed to do so much damage in that fight.
Kane We're on the Abed, getting ready to set up with the split earth, followed up with the snowball. Misha jumping in, but not going to be able to save BZM. Despite his best efforts. They try to launch Abed up to the high ground. Don't quite manage to make it. As now Crit is in for some trouble here as Amar throwing out the shock. They still have the vision. The fall for the bedlam from Taiga. It's going to be a kill on Crit, but the follow-up is here. As now Taiga will fall to Nightfall. And the cookie hop again. Abed, man, Abed's just super aggressive. He's got RTZ coming in too. Was looking to go try to land the split earth, but they do have the force staffs like we talked about. The Yules play over onto RTZ. They're kiting him quite well.
Yeah, this Snapfire Shard, by the way, it feels like it counteracts the Force Staffs to a degree, because you have longer range on the cookie now, you fly so far. So he's using it to help people catch. Oh, gee, they want to fight this.
Yeah, Amar sees Fly, that little bit of the cookie hop away. Does probably need some assistance, though, as again, the Force and Amar cleaning up everybody, just cutting through them. Follow-up, though, he's gone perhaps a bit too far because he will end up falling to Abed. Misha, though, with a nice touch. Oh, they'll take down Arteezy as now Yuragi joining the fight. The slow over onto Nightfall, plus that battery assault. Nightfall says, oh my god, yeah, I can't stay here and fight from the Roshan.
Yeah, seems like they are they're certainly going to stick around there. Just waiting, and we'll see when RTC decides to make the move over.
They smoke up on the side of OG. They immediately want to punish them. As Fly just gets... Okay, there was a Fly there. He's not going to be available for this fight now as Evil Geniuses forced to try to run away. Nightfall trying to slow them down a little bit. Crit getting drawn back over to the side. Too much damage coming out from Amar. The Chakram cleans them up. Followed up now, Abed. He's going to be forced to run, but they have the Yules. This is not an easy way to get out as they'll just... Yeah, they burst him out.
Yeah, this is some very good initiation. They just fly in immediately with a clockwork, get the first burst, and from there on the fight is
but
quite...
It's so hard to pin down Amar at this point. We'll drain a little bit of the damage. Nightfall chasing after Amar. They have to land these Mortimer kisses. He'll turn back around, has the Yules pushing the limits on this particular hero. He's still alive as now RTZ coming around the side, pops the BKB, looking to see if he can get his hands on Amar. Amar trying to juke, trying to break the hand skills, but they'll finally be able to take him down. As now Fly on the back, and Taiga's here, so is Misha. They'll end up taking down Taiga. BZM, though, will be able to get the cleanup kill.
That was really nice by RTC to just ignore the, you know, what's right in front of you and instead go...
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Feels like they want to try to fight this, as they'll find an opening over onto BZM. Gonna see if they can burst him down, but they do, of course, have that Yules coming into play. BKB popped over onto Arteezy. He'll take down BZM, but Yuragi, again, kiting just so nicely. They do jump off the back line. Look at Misha. Nightfall with the BKB is just running at them, trying to close the gap. We'll be able to try to drain a little bit here from Amar. Yuragi, heavens halberded. He's gonna go back into the fight. They clean up Taiga. The other side. And Crit, they want to finish off Yuragi. They have the BKB over on Nightfall. He's chasing after him again. These Heaven's Halberds coming in clutch because they just need a little bit more damage. Yuragi is just ticking down and time's out. They'll end up getting the kill. And now Amar running for his life. The snowball coming after him. Not able to quite manage to finish up. He decides he wants to stand and fight, but he is going to get bashed up. So Abed collecting the kill. Very excellent timing coming out from the side of Evil Geniuses to recognize that now is the time to strike, now's the time for Geniuses, so they're able to tear down any vision. So yes, they're going for these smoke plays, they're sending out Misha with the jetpack, trying to get out as much information. But it's just hard for them to get these pickoffs in these finds.
Oh, Clock is going to initiate.
They will be able to find themselves Nightfall, use the Terrorize, hold the place here, they've got the Chakram, they should be able to just burst him down instantly. So that is his death here. Now can they grab Crit in time? Yes, they can. They've got vision over here on the side. Chakram plus the E-Blade plus all the damage. He is obliterated as the rest of Evil Geniuses clamber back into their base for safety.
Well, Yuragi had a job. He had to kill the Racer, and he did so very fast.
He did indeed. The jump in over onto BZM, though. He is going to get blown up. Popping the BKB, the Mortimer kisses, raining Hellfire down.
Beautiful by RTC there, fast.
Though they're getting into position, throwing out the remnants, seeing if they can grab anyone. Throwing out the shards, immediately Crit though gets turned into a pig. He's gonna try to save him with the cookie. Misha's pretty deep here, but he's still gonna be able to survive. BKB is getting popped on multiple sides, but Yuragi on the backside. Arteezy just jumps on him, immediately murders him, and now the chase is going on after Amar. He's not gonna be able to timber chain out of this. Not when he's turned into a little piggy. Taiga will get just hit with the split earth. A very surgical hit coming out from the side of Evil Geniuses. They're still hunting for BZM.
Someone else. Then Nullfire does not stop you.
I wonder what the reasoning is behind that.
Oh,
Why that particularly works.
yeah, that's just how it is.
That is just how it is, as they get a draw over onto Crit, but the follow-up here, Arteezy's here, is chasing after Obs around the back line. Nightfall chasing over here onto Misha, over onto Yuragi. Yuragi going to survive, but Misha looks like he's going to fall. And now the kiting is real over onto this Ursa. Arteezy has to be careful. Doing a decent amount of damage to him as they are kiting, and there's going to be the snowball save coming out. They'll end up losing Taiga. Roll forward over onto one of the illusions. Still protecting Abed, keeping him alive, but BZM seeing an opening. Potentially trying to pop over to Abed. Good cookie save though, as Amar over on the back lines. They do get the kill on Amar. Jumping onto the back, but Arteezy, he's taking too much damage. It's a beautiful terrorize that forces him away, allows the kiting. They'll buy back on Arteezy though. Lots of buybacks during that fight.
To get a lot of time just right-clicking. So even though he gets caught by doing so himself on Clockwork, that was an important move.
Nightfall?
Oh, the teams are going.
Nightfall is very far forward here, but they just force away. They're going to put out some of that kiting damage like we talked about as he goes for the refresher. He's got another BKB, but this Scotty damage, oh my gosh, they just pop. And then they're going to buy back Abed, looking for the opening. Crit finding this opening over onto Misha. See Arteezy trying to just get into these fights. Doesn't end up getting kited. Amar, though, is just left behind, so he is going to die. That was a buyback early. This is a very big fight with big potential here, as now BZM trying to run away, trying to get out. Realizing they have an opening. E-Blade getting tossed out here. Lotus being placed over onto Arteezy. The fortifications coming out. Still does have that Aegis.
Clock goes
Hook
in.
shot coming in from Misha. Force staff out though, and now over on the side, there's going to be the drain coming out from Nightfall. The punch, the roll going forward over onto Misha. They'll be able to finish him off with the Mortimer Kisses. See the buyback now from BZM. They're just focusing down these buildings though, Waga. They've got their eyes on the prize. We'll have this Timbersaw up in a moment, but now Yuragi, he's just staying into play. He can't move, he can't do anything. They're just putting down the damage and the terrorize. It's enough. The Sunder play comes out. TZ turning his attention now over to BZM. He's gonna be able to try to jump. They want Yuragi. They want this kill. The cookie hop forward. They'll be able to keep him alive a little bit longer. But now there it is. The punch. They'll finish him off. And now they'll chase after Amar. The damage is real coming out from Evil Geniuses. The Aegis does get popped, but it's already done. The GG gets called.
What an absolutely wild game one there. EG finally takes down OG.
Bottom lane. Harass is gonna be pretty strong on Nightfall. Already see just throwing out the axes, doing a decent amount. And top lane Amar though sitting a little bit low, has to be careful. Yeah, needs to get maybe one more hit, and there it is. There's gonna be the first blood. So we're seeing the power of that Shadow Fiend safe lane.
Yeah, that's slow. When the Shadow Ray stacks up, it is so easy to get caught. This is its life. Taiga going with the snipe.
I don't think Flash should be allowed to have couriers at this point. They keep dying. That's the second time he lost it.
An investigation here. Is he taking care of them properly?
Very important. You gotta make sure that your couriers are well taken care of.
First move coming down bottom. Doesn't even need it.
Gosh.
They're gonna get a kill just on crit alone there. But they're still coming in with Abed as well in his Primal Beast. So Yuragi, you're in trouble.
Yes, this is looking very scary for him. The onslaught charging on in with the trample. And a nice bushwhack will keep the troll within the vicinity for Abed to get the kill. He's only sitting at level 5 right now. We haven't seen the full potential out just yet.
Yeah, he gets the kill. OG are just hanging around with a few heroes.
They're teleporting Abed down though. He's gonna charge forward over onto Yuragi. Gets the stomp off. Has that uproar, needs a little bit more damage. They've got the pulverize. Nice cancel though coming out from Misha with the cookie. He's not out of the woods just yet though. Yuragi does get slapped down by Abed. And now Misha running from Nightfall. They want this kill. They're not gonna give it up. A little bit of a scatter blast toss back, but not gonna matter. Ends up dying. Ends up losing Yuragi's courier too.
Attempted Sunstrike. Not gonna.
They're bringing many heroes over towards this side too. On the side of OG.
Yeah, that looks like they want to fight. Now with Trample on cooldown, be a little bit careful on Abed. Might get caught out deep here.
Yeah, a little surprised about this. So they'll get the bushwhack off, and Yuragi just immediately dies. The onslaught out over past Misha, but now Fly is pretty deep over here. Nightfall, though, jumping in. Misha will end up becoming spiders. As the trample comes out again from Abed. In a good position. Amar does teleport in. He does have the...
And it's very annoying to play against broods when they start doing this.
Yeah, Nightfall making very good use of the space and choking out the side of OG so they just don't have the room to farm. It's just a very spooky situation as BZM gets spotted. The Pulverize comes into play. See you later, BZM.
Yeah, gets caught. Quick combination there. Damn.
Nightfall.
Okay, Nightfall just moves in.
Thinking about going back in, potentially. Do get the brambles off. The rest of EG, though, making their way into this triangle area. The onslaught from Abed. Misha just getting chipped away by Nightfall.
And Abed is stealing. He's taking the entire stack here away. Amar wants to stay around, but it's too dangerous in the area.
Another nice bushwhack over onto Taiga. That Shadow Realm is going to wear off and not going to be able to get the Terrorize off either.
11-1. What was I saying about EG looking informed today? This is a fantastic start. Now with the DD rune, they could start just taking Roche here. I wonder if they're gonna go straight for it. Looks like they do.
I mean, you know that OG doesn't want to let them have this, but I don't know if they're going to be able to deal with like a double damage Arteezy.
They have the meatball and the arena. Look for the Chaos Meteor.
Okay. Alright, there it is. There's gonna a nice spear away. So Fly is going to die immediately. And over on the side, Arteezy trying to get off this ultimate. Won't be able to find it, but they'll end up losing BZM during this. Now Misha is just getting chomped away by Nightfall. Crit trying to close the gap, gets another hit off. Just go for the high five. Nice brambles will be able to hold him into place, but they'll end up losing Misha.
Oldest
and the Bedlam
tanky.
also coming in. Again, this is Nightfall. This is a brood mother. Very tanky. The onslaught tried to come out from Abed, but does end up getting caught in the brambles. There's just so much garbage all over the ground. It's hard for you to see. You have to really clue in here, but a couple nice races over to Yorgi. They need a little bit more, though. We'll be able to find it. The spear bag coming out from Amar, but the click Sario coming out from Arteezy as they will clean it all up.
Man, what happened? How is EG this strong? They're absolutely just handling OG in this. This beautiful performance. Fury on his troll gets a lot of spider kills. Maybe they can catch Brood. They need something.
Need something, but the follow-up here now from Arteezy. These clicks, they hurt. Yuragi popping the ultimate. Gonna try to put off enough damage over onto Arteezy. Not gonna be able to get off the ultimate, so the Snapfire Kiss is doing work, but now it's looking very scary because that ultimate wears off and there's too much damage on Nightfalls. Now Misha left behind, the spiders munching away, the hits coming out from Arteezy, and there's the connection over onto BZM. They'd like to finish while they want this kill. They got the Hunter's Mark. They're trying to get the Terrorize off. Amar, though, finding it, will be able to go get the kill, clean up over onto Fly, who's dove a little bit too deep. They still have their attention over here on the Shadow Fiend. They'll go and they'll use the arena. They've got Bedlam, so that's more than enough damage, but in comes Abed with the BKB, with the stops, cleans up Taiga, chases after Amar. These fights are just absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, this is looking ridiculous. Right now, EG, they have two things that cannot be stopped.
Look, okay, this is one of those situations where, you know, nature, you have to have a lot of babies, because you know that a lot of them aren't going to make it to the ripe old age that you'd like them to. Oh boy, oh, Yuragi, here comes Abed. Picks him up with the Pulverize. They need to put enough damage off so that way he cannot get the ultimate off, and Knight will be able to find it. Sharpshooter coming into play though now. Curse Crown also going to get used over onto Abed. He uses the BKB as Misha makes his rotation. Does just buy that Blink Dagger. He's going to stomp away from the Brambles. Arteezy though with a nice ultimate. The Fear coming into play. Clicks over onto BZM. Gets the kill. Trample runs in. Abed, he wants his kill on Taiga. Man, EG is just running away with this game right now. Look at this, Misha trying to get into his own base, and he is not even safe there.
Yeah, he got a nice Quelling Blade cut on the tree there, so he didn't get caught, but it didn't matter. The combination between Sharpshooter and Primal Beast, it's both really low cooldown ultimates, and they keep using them in tandem just to get these kills.
This is looking like a Gaben's top hat shellacking right now, Waga.
Yeah, I mean, I look over to the carry, and he's just farming jungle, and there's nothing.
There's just, they can't do anything. Yeah, they're just running after them one by one. These supports just crumbling up and literally stomping all over them.
Yeah, this is completely EG's territory. They're gonna take all the racks in one fell swoop here. Well, not the top. There's a tier 2 tower still, but oh my god, they're finding another one.
Pulverize is up again. That's a cool spell. There's the Fear coming out from Arteezy. That's a cleanup on Amar, down for 42. seconds right now, and it just feels like they don't know what to do. They don't know how to force them out of this base. Like they're gonna back off for the time being. They're happy with what they got. Amar is gonna be back up in about a second. It feels like Abed's like he keeps turning back around, like, maybe we could go back in. But Nightfall is putting his attention. Oh, okay, all right, the onslaught right down to the bomb. They find Yuragi, and he's just dead immediately.
All these 100 zero
How
bursts.
do you stop this big stompy boy? Yeah, Amar teleporting out right now. Not going to be able to make it. The Sunstrike coming in. Just managed to get the kill on Crypt, but Amar will end up dying. They're just chewing through the heroes on the side of OG. They call GG. Evil geniuses. I do not know what it is that they ate for breakfast today, but they are just unstoppable.
I love that game one. We had this really close game.